So there's like a little mid-range that she can contest Falco in, but Falco can also contest Sheik. It's not free. They have laser, down tilt, wave dash, back F smash, and so on. So there's this
Yeah.
little micro mini game that happens. But if you're taking away spatial resources, like who's in the corner and whatnot, and just stuff like that, just like tracking how people want to move or weave in and out of space, and that's changing how I look at melee, which is helpful.
Yeah, it's almost like, so the space that I would say, like, because I know the spacing you're talking about. I would say that, like, in general, the spacing for those two is kind of like around here-ish. Because, like...
Loading, hold on. Okay, now I see. Okay.
Yeah, so, like, I feel like it's around here, because, like, from Sheik's point of view, like, if I'm Sheik, I can hit him. It's probably, like, slightly further back, but, like, basically you want him inside, like, inside a range where you can, like, potentially threaten with your limbs. But there's, like...
Yeah.
But it's not, like, easy to get to this spot, so what's usually going to happen is, from Falco's perspective, he's going to try to be, like, around here.
Yeah.
Because, like, Falco has a vested interest in, like, not dying to Sheik's tilts and, like, not giving up, like, and not getting his lasers stuffed. So he's going to try to, like, get to this spot, basically. But this is where Sheik's, like, if we have... Here, let's just do something like that. Cool. So then if we took control...
Yep, right there, yeah.
Yeah. And what's cool about her is that she has, like, a lot of ways of, like, potentially, like, doing this, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. My go-to is dash attack, run up to down tilt, or run up to down smash, typically. Yeah.
Boost grab's pretty good, too. What's interesting about Falco is that, like, that spacing that he has there is actually normally safe versus, like, a lot of characters, including this guy, if they're acting at roughly the same time. So as an example, like, if I have Falco, like, retreat with this laser here, what you'll notice is I can't actually like catch him.
Yeah.
Like, I can get him on a full hop, but, like, he could have acted out of that. If I try to actually, like, short hop him, if I move on the same frame that he does with my short hop aerial, like, a lot of times I'm just not, like, getting there in time, just because he's too far. It's because of his dash jump. It's because of his, like, his dash is really good. It's just his run is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing, like, the things we learn about these characters, like, in modern times.
Yeah. This feels like one of those hidden rules or fundies that I just didn't appreciate.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to, like, play out.
Yeah, for sure. Are there any insights you've had that you've, like, been able to carry over to Kirby with this, or?
Yeah. So one thing I'm trying to get better at, I was playing Saren a bunch yesterday, and so for them, they're like, something that's kind of good is, like, wave dash. Yeah, so the fair can be contested, right? So if I can kind of do, like, a dare instead of the laser. Another approach is to do, like, wave dash F tilt, or wave dash F smash. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Because you can, if you time it right, you can wave dash under the lowest possible laser. So you're sort of like, yeah, look at this movement. Yeah. You get all this stuff. So I'm still working on that, but mostly it's been, like, seeing the option and then sort of updating my plans and how I want to scrap. Still not easy, but definitely, like, a major advantage over how I play this matchup.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's faster to, like, I'm wondering if you could, like, just run over with him and then, like, do kind of, like, similar things, like running over with him and then just, like, doing this kind of thing. Like, instead of doing wave dash, does it make sense to potentially just, like, run?
Yeah. That too. I probably give a lot of space to Falco, which is probably why I'm wave dashing. Which I need to work on.
True.
Yeah.
I know that, like, your tech skill looks pretty good. It's something that I've been kind of, like, going through similar things about, like, refining how I practice myself. And one of the things is just using, like, the color overlays, like, so that I can see, crouch is set to red, okay. So, like, I can make sure that I'm doing, like, dash wave dashes and, like, dash jump aerials or, like, dash wave dashes when I'm doing, like, my pillars and stuff. So, like, if I'm practicing Falco, for example, let's use Fox for this just because it's easy. a lot of times, like, there's specific things you want to be getting with your, like, with your actions with Falco. Like, you want to make sure that you're doing your dash jumps. You want to make sure you're hitting your fast falls. So, like, what we can do is we can, like, set them to, like, different color overlays. And I find this is kind of helpful when it comes to just practicing effectively, really. Because it lets me know, like, if I have, like, yeah, I usually use this one on something like that. Because it lets me know, like, if I'm actually, doing the follow-ups the way I want them to. So, like, because you can see, like, I'm hitting my fast falls, basically, when I can. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, I could use this. I need to get the new version of Uncle Punch. This would be really good for practicing, like, hacky sacks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Because, like, yeah, with hacky sacks, you need to get, like, they're pretty precise with, like, the fast falls and such. Because you're, like, trying to get, like, specific parts of the moves and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, this I find really good for working on stuff like double dares. Like...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, if I want to hit that... Falco kind of has his own hacky sack with, like, the dares and shines. No, with the up airs and shine and up air up tilt stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Falco nonsense aside, what are your thoughts on? It sounds like you've been exploring the game. You've been in a bit of an exploratory phase of the game. So I'm curious. What are your thoughts on what you want to do? What are your thoughts on what you want to do today?
Yeah, I guess mostly I'm kind of open to whatever. I usually take something away. I guess one thing, I played some games with, like, a Master Peach. They adapted really well, and I got kind of cooked towards the end, but there's some interesting stuff maybe to unpack there. I had my games of Saren. I wouldn't mind looking at those.
Okay.
Let me think. There's some weird... I've been wondering, too, about... So something that Cody had mentioned before was that some characters or some matchups, you don't have to play just to percent. You can kind of play to DI and stage and, like, get kills at low percent. And it's not really like you're launching them to the blast zone. You're just setting up these sort of checkmates, right? So especially against Spaceys, there's a couple if you hit them with, like, Bear or something.
Yeah, Spaceys are the big one where that makes sense.
Yeah. So I've been wanting to... There's, like, you know, so if I do, like, double tap fair, right, it'll send them into, like, knockdown. Say I do double tap fair on a Spacey as they're DIing away. There's, like, a range where we could actually just, like, run off inhale. Like, just, like, short hop, follow them with an inhale or something. So I've been wondering about... I mean, they're not easy. You kind of have to know that they exist and to look for them. But I've been wondering about building game plans around checkmates. If that's, like, optimal or, like, ideal. Some of them are cheesy. Like Kirby's up B, if you DI in, you go behind him. And so then, like, now you're off stage if you're trying to edgeguard Kirby, and so I can, like, try to bear you or something. But the double tap fair, like, F tilt and stuff, those are not... I don't think of those as cheese. They're just combos that set up checkmates. Yeah.
I think the big thing here with the types of stuff you're talking about, I feel like the Spaceys are, like, the classic example just because of, like, how they work. But there's, like, obviously more examples of, like, characters where this kind of stuff works against them. Like, I'd say that Marth is a really good character, is a good example for this, because, like, whenever we do this to Marth, right, like, there's a point, there are limitations to the character's recoveries that are generally quite exploitable. So, like, here's one with Peach that people often don't know about, or don't think about. So I have Peach off stage here.
Okay.
Answer me. If I hold forward, will she make it back?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
She'll probably make it back, but can she make it to the stage? Probably not, right?
No, she'll make it to ledge. Yeah.
Yeah, so if she's off stage at that spot, then what we could say is she's dead if we hold the edge.
Okay.
So something about her, and this is why I'm grabbing a diagram for this, is that when she's coming in with her recovery, right, with her up B, she's not coming in straight. She's not coming in straight. She's coming kind of at a curve like so. It's really more like this, because she's, like, getting to this stage. It's just that her body isn't considered above it yet. isn't considered above it. So she's like here, and she's like finishing in like this position.
Okay.
Let me just size this properly. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, because so she's finishing like here. So what this means is that if she was higher, if she was like, say, I don't know, like here. If she's a little bit higher, like let's say she was shifted up, this obviously will make it back to the stage.
Okay.
So the question I have, so one thing I would say is, oh, invalid read from, okay, cool, I crashed Uncle Punch, neat. That's fine. The point I'm making here is that, like, there's a point at which, in between here and here, where, like, she loses the ability to make it back to the stage. What I would say it's probably around here. I would say probably around this line is, like, where she is no longer able to make it back on stage, even if she, like, full drifts in. Now, the reason I am pointing this out is because you can imagine this line exists for Peach wherever she is on this curve. So, like, whether Peach is here. Like, if Peach is here, still counts. Peach is here, still counts. Do you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, with that in mind, one win condition that exists versus Peach is simply putting her somewhere below this line. Without her jump. Like, putting her... Yeah?
Is this basically... I'm trying to, like, make, like, a mental map for this. Is this basically level with side plat or something between side plat and top plat?
Well,
How
so...
would I think about this?
Well, it's on a curve. Like, it is a curved line. Because here, like, look at... Here, let me show you her recovery gun. So...
Right, okay.
So she's here.
Oh, there's the curve. Okay.
Yeah. And, like, similarly, if she's further out, like here, she can make it back from there, but, like, if I put her on... But, like, that's because we know that that's above the curve. So if I have her do it from here, it's not going to work. So it's really just, like, the curvature of her up B as it comes in. So, like, from here... So the whole idea here is that, like... As long as she is below that curve, she cannot make it back if we are holding the edge.
Yeah.
Like this one, she's gonna be fine. Yeah, like this one, she's barely. So we're kind of like seeing we're starting to see the limit of where the line is.
Yeah.
It's like
I need to like download this into my eyes.
Huh?
I need to like download this into my eyes. Just a joke. To see this line.
I mean, like it's kind of like. The way the movement works is like it's a very gentle slope.
Yeah.
Like this is not good enough. And in fact, it's probably easier if I'm like doing this backwards because like it's more because then she can't grab the like yeah, like this one she's fine. That one I would say is like the limit of like her being fine. So it's like this is too low, but yeah. So this is why I think that, like, this is why one thing I would comment on about, like, edge guarding Peach in general, is a lot about, like, trying to, like, make her, like, trying to, like, just pressure her when she's off stage. So that, because remember, when she's, like, when she's in her umbrella, she is slowly losing height with each passing frame.
Okay.
Like here. Let's do position. So we can tell that she's losing a certain amount of, like, she's losing about 0.45 units every passing frame that she's off stage. It's not a ton, but it does make a difference.
Yeah.
The game doesn't seem... Uncle Punch doesn't seem to like that.
Yeah, what I might do... I might just take a bunch of GIFs of Peach up being full drift in from different heights, and then try to, like, I don't know, practice. Like, okay, just looking at this, will she make it or not? That might help. They're just playing more against Peach.
I mean...
But that's good.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, you could probably even just do, like... Let me see here. Let me think about how... If we wanted to be, like, super clever about this... It'd be tricky. So I'm thinking that, like, what is the stage? The stage is 85. No, the stage is considered plus minus 0. And how much does she move forward with the frame at max velocity? So she moves forward. Oh wow, she moves forward a lot. If I'm reading that correctly. Because like wait a minute, which side is which? So okay, got it. So like this is vertical. The right one is vertical. And the the side one is, yeah, that would be horizontal. So 2.19. She moves a lot horizontally. Jesus, like 159, 358, 158, 038. Yeah, she's moving like way more sideways than she is vertically. She's losing like almost 1.5, I think, or 1 1/3.
Yeah. When
she moves sideways versus half a unit, like slightly under half a unit when she moves to the side. So really this could probably be like measured as just like a simple like slope. See what I mean? Like I think the curve only really happens because she's building her like speed. But once she's like actually moving, like it's just a simple slope. Okay. Yeah. So really, if we wanted to update this, because like now that we know this is actually a lot easier. It really is just like, what is it like? What is this over this? And it's just doing this. It's just doing something like this, and just finding out where the actual line is. It's probably something like this. This looks about right, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Like, we're not aiming for something exact here. We're just, like, aiming for something that, like, approximates. And this, I'd say, looks about right. Because, like, it's not that she, like, misses by a lot here. It's like she barely misses it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could, like, mark this as, like, does not make it, but then, like, something a little higher will.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this would just be what, like, but yeah, just hitting, like, so this would probably be fine. Like, if she's at or above this point, she's probably good. But, like, yeah, anything below this, anything below it is probably pretty dicey. The nice thing about Kirby, too, is that, like, you're a character who can, I think he manages the ledge pretty effectively in this kind of spot, and he has, if she does, like, screw around off stage, like, a little too long, he has the ability to just, like, jump up and inhale her. Or, like, and he has his down air. He can also, when he gets on stage and goes for a down tilt, he can also, like that's an option. He has his down air, too. Like, he has a lot of ways of, like, reducing somebody's height in this kind of dynamic. Or taking a pretty reasonably powerful hit. But I'd say that, like, getting Peach below her, like, umbrella, like, drift in line is absolutely a reasonable, and then holding the edge is absolutely a reasonable win condition. Because, yeah, like, it's not about... Usually most edge guards are really just denying the opponent, like, similarly with Marth, where we just kind of, like, hog him if he's forced to be, like, within a certain, like, range of the stage. There's kind of, like, a point with most recoveries that we can hit the opponent to, where they're just dead. There's not... and in this respect, we don't really need a ton of percent, even as Kirby, on them to, like, get rid of them. Like, does that make any sense, or do I sound...
Yeah. No, you don't sound...
Okay, cool.
I don't know what... You sound reasonable, yeah.
Okay, good. Because, yeah, like, we know with Kirby, like, it's just... Like, once he's off stage, it's really just, like... We're really looking for him to be, like... Yeah, like, he doesn't make it back from there if we're holding. So we don't actually need a whole lot of power to get rid of him. It's just we have to have the power applied in certain spots.
Yeah, so this is... So, like, normally when I'm edge... So there are characters whose up B sends them upwards, sort of like Marth, or, like, the Shoryus from the Marios. Kind of Game & Watch, but he's a little different. And so normally one of my little checkmates is like if they're recovering, if they don't have a double jump and they're recovering from below plat, I'm usually holding the ledge. I'm usually holding ledge and waiting to just do like a drop down bear. There, boom.
Yeah, like this.
Just like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
this makes sense.
But, yeah. That's it. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's at like 40, dead, no recovery. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
sort of my plan, but that requires them being below. Sometimes they trick me. Like Luigi has some weird up B, go against the wall, and then get like a ledge grab thing. So I kind of get overzealous with Luigi. But otherwise, yeah, if they're like above or something, the plan isn't. I just don't have that type of checkmate available. But there are others. But
Oh, so like if he's above, you're not sure. No, you're less sure about what to do.
Yeah. Like this.
Okay, got it. So like in that spot.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, right there.
I just try to go up. I just go up there for it. Like my I guess my reasoning is that like if they're up there, right? If they're recovering high, like they have to have committed their double jump a lot of the time to like get up there. So I just try to go up there myself a lot of if I can.
Okay.
Here, let's have him do survival DI. So like DI inwards, like yeah. So like something like that. My thinking is like I just want to go up there and get him myself. Like if he's like going through all the effort of like DIing in, then like if he's DIing like for maximum height, I want to go up there and hit him too.
Okay.
Because like this is also pretty easy. Like these kinds of sequences are easier to get. I feel like when if we like call them out, like there's not a whole lot he can do about this. I think.
Yeah.
Let's have him do.
There's like this fall mix-up. So sometimes it's like one of the things I'm trying to track versus a falcon. Let's say I do get a back throw on them by ledge.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, or like even if I bear, some of them will delay jumping to do the double jump, or some of them will double jump instantly. So it's another sort of like, it feels like a mix-up, and I have to sort of track their option. I'm not sure if that's the wrong way to think about, like, yeah. I don't know if that's the wrong way to think about it. Like maybe it shouldn't be a mix-up, it should just be dead, but that's sort of what it feels like.
That's fair, and like there are, I am seeing that there's like kind of some rules about this. Like, it's not like with his dragon punch, like he's got things that he can do out of it that are like pretty, like the dragon punch is actually kind of annoying here, but like it also is like his riskiest option. Like I think that if I have him do neutral air instead, like, which would be his like next best counterattack, like I don't think it does anything if I just keep back airing, if I just space back air on him. Maybe it does. No, like if I space, it's like fine. Yeah, because like even if he trades there, like I'm good with that. Yeah, like that, I'm completely cool with that. Because then I just like do the rinse and repeat. So I guess it's like, it's also like, so I guess it depends partially on like what our goal is. You could also even like look at it like, I guess it is kind of tricky to like edge guard both high, like the high recoveries and like the like panic, like the immediate attack stuff and like the double jump option. Like that I think might be just like kind of tricky, but this is also like we're trying to do this at a very low % before anything really like works. So, like, I think if we toggled them up to, like, 50, like, I've been feeling like a lot of this stuff is just going to work. Like, 35, I feel like a lot of this stuff is just going to now work.
Yeah, so this, like, third bear you go for, this 1, 2, there, so I'm much less likely to go for that third bear. Like, even as you're doing it, I'm like, oh, I want to, like, drift back and sort of react to him, which might be the wrong choice. Yeah, now I feel comfortable. Yeah, boom, yeah, boom, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, you see that you, like, but for me, I'm like, he's still too close for me to be, like, happy. I might, because this dock is, like, doing nair so much, I might, like, drop it, I might just drop, like, I feel like I'm more likely to, like, drop below him, like, so I can try to, like, hit him on the way back, like that. Like, with, like, a different type of bear, but, like, I definitely want to, like, go for another hit, because, like, I'm not happy with just getting those hits.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I want to go low and hit him on the way down with the bear because he's gonna have to come up. See, like, so my thinking is like after that second bear, no matter what he does, he's gonna have to fall and drift in. So I can, but he has to come down, right? So I can like track him a little bit, right?
See, like I don't know. See, that's where I disagree because I feel like if I fall low, then he can jump over me because he hasn't used his double jump yet. So like what I'm worried about happening is here. Like let's have him do jump forward. Like if I go down on that, then like, see what I mean? Like I made life so hard for myself. Whereas if I go up, like I can still cover that.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like with characters like Kirby, when their movement is better going like down than up. When their movement is better going down than up, it's really important because he's got like all these jumps, but the jumps individually are, even though they're like as a collective quite high, like individually they're kind of low. So I feel like he's better at going like moving small movements. So like, because of that, I feel like I just want to like go up with the opponent.
I see.
Yeah. So like even with that, it's still hard to like cover that jump sometimes. But like if I don't chase it aggressively, then like I feel like I'm like losing so much like power.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The other thing that I would say is like pretty good is like sometimes it's good to hit like the soft back air on like that second one.
Mm-hmm. Boom. I love it. Boom. 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 Dead. Well, okay, yes.
I do like the strong hit though. Like I think that like if I do the strong hits like correctly, like they do combo together pretty well here on this kind of DI, but it's just just not used to playing Kirby right now.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
What do you think about go for the second hit as weak so it doesn't send as far?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think if you're gonna go for the second hit as weak is never gonna like, is very rarely gonna true combo, but like, it still can be okay because like, you know, like let's have him do something else. So like if we do this, so it's like bad versus stuff like that, but it's good into stuff like this neutral air. Yeah. Like you kind of like you're good into him like not doing anything, or if he side B's like towards you. Yeah, like it gives you a lot of like. It gives you a lot of flexibility. It covers certain things really hard. I guess. It's kind of like the thing that's nice about it.
What do you think? So here the starter we're using is back air. What if it were F tilt? What would you do a little different?
If it was F tilt, I don't really consider this like an edge guard that I can like work with yet.
Okay.
Like there's too many things that can like if I get this F tilt, there's too many things that can go wrong with it. Like for me to like really consider, like he can just fall to the edge and grab it. You know what I mean? Like it's so gonna be so, and I can't really cover that.
Can you down?
Yeah. So I just don't really consider this like an edge, like a workable position yet.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. He's still DIing in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say like stuff like that. I'd say that how you get your send off is really like the key here, though. Like I think that it'll hit from here. So you can see like there's a different like if I can get the dash jump properly to like hit him with momentum to the side, like that's so much stronger.
Yeah.
Because like if I hit him like forward like this, I feel like I never get anything off it. But if I hit him like this, then now we're cooking. Yeah, it's like a small thing though.
Yeah, I mean that's melee. That's what it feels like. At least.
I feel like to summarize the small things though, like. A lot of the small things can really be summarized as just like doing what you can to like make sure your character is moving in the right direction as the opponent. Like it's a really common thing that like comes up with floaty characters because like they don't hit the ground as quickly. But like it's the difference between like having like it's really like if you watch players like Plue when they play like their like secondaries or whatever, like it's a really big thing that they do like better than a lot of other players. Like they just like they would never like Plue would never do like down throw nair and have like he'd never do down air like into nair like and hit this Dr. Mario like towards the stage if he was trying to do an edge guard. Like he would find a way to like turn around with it, I think. Or like he'd find a way to like hit him in the right direction while also moving, because you see like how that has so much more potential on it than if I were to like yeah. And it's just little things like that, but they're almost all to do with like making sure that your character's moving in the right direction as the opponent as much as possible. It's also like it's really easy. It's one of the big differences between like good Fox and bad Fox in my opinion. Like when Fox hits this back air, when Fox hits this up tilt into back air, right? Like and does it like this. Like that's fine, but it's just like it's just kind of fine. Like it feels like a small difference, but like when you have the momentum on like in working in your favor when you're doing your stuff, it just winds up leading to better like what like it just winds up leading to better overall like outcomes, really. Because like it's also what allows you to like kind of like work around smash DI and stuff like that too. Yeah. Because you see how like far to the side I'm moving with this. Yeah. So like that's making it really hard for the Marth to like smash DI this. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look at some of your matches. I think today. I'm thinking the Peach matches might make sense, but if you want to look at Saren, that would also be good.
Yeah, let me pull up the Peach matches real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first one I did well, and then they like super adapted. So let me send maybe the latter ones where I'm getting cooked.
Show me the first. Let's look at the first one so we can see what happened there, and then we can look at like some of the latter ones. Because I think I think a before and after would be good here.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Here is. Okay, I said I did well. I lost every single match.
I mean, you said that they were like super good, so.
Yeah, they're massive. So here's this one on Yoshi's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let me look at this one. Oh my god. I'm looking at. Okay, and here's this one, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. Cool. I think we played like 5 games overall.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, so I sent those two. Did you want me to stream?
No. I'm just pulling it up on my end. I just need them to load into Slippy, and like that's happening now. It's just my Slippy's running slow because I have a lot of replays. So I'm gonna have to clean this up. Okay. And you said you played this when?
This was May 16th today at 9 a.m.
Hell yeah! Oh, Jav. Okay, cool. I don't know who this is, but that's okay. So we're gonna load the Yoshi story match, and then we're gonna take a look-see. Let's just slow this down a smidge. So this is the one that went well, right?
Better.
Better, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so they really like shielding. Because that seems to be something. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. So what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do right now versus this Peach?
I think I was frustrated. I think.
Okay, so you got your inhale in. So what's the plan?
Yeah, I think this is the second match. The first match, I think. So normally, what I want to do is I want to do wall outs with Bear. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like they let me do that, and I think they handle it very well. I think I was not power shielding or even trying to grab turnips pretty much. I think it was like frustrating to me. So mostly I'm just like, how do I get in a way that's meaningful with fair or bear? And that's pretty much what I'm thinking. Right?
Okay.
But they're like so quick. They're like acting out of these fairs. So I'm not really able to get follow-ups. You know, like there and like yeah. So that plan did not work. And then I think it sort of fell apart.
Gotcha. So one key thing versus her that I think that you would benefit from is like, so you hit these two fairs. You hit these two hits of fairs and they miss. You can fast fall right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely able to fast fall. So what I would be suggesting you do is you've hit her out of her float, I think.
Yeah.
I'm reasonably sure. Yeah. I think that I'm reasonably certain you did because she cancels the aerial. We'll double check that one more time. So this is kind of like a Peach like opening like a big Peach opening in general. When you hit, I think I might have actually gone ahead. That's fine. So when you hit Peach out of your float and you're gonna like with an aerial that you are able to fast fall before she's able to act, that is actually a really valuable opening. Because what's gonna happen is that she's going to go down to the ground before you do. I mean, so you're gonna hit the grip. You're gonna hit the ground before she does, and have the opportunity to get the hell out of the way of her like aerial. You're gonna have the way, you're gonna be able to get out of the way of her back air or whatever, and then continue pressure by grabbing the landing or otherwise whiff punishing the landing. So like, let's actually find that fair example because like it was a really clean one, and I don't really see another one coming up. So that's okay. We'll find that one.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. The biggest thing though is you are shield.
Is this one of those like by hitting Peach out of her float, she can't really double jump cancel, so you're not in her like mix-up range anymore? You're gonna have to like you get a sort of advantage.
It's more that she can't float cancel.
Okay.
Yeah, so like here, so you've just hit her out of her float. So then what I would be doing here is I would be going to the ground ASAP, because I want to get to the floor so that she doesn't like hit me with her like aerial, with her falling aerial. So from here to here, we'll make you blue. I'd be going like fast fall. Yeah, we'll make this darker. Fast fall. Because, like, what we're trying to do is, where would you say her back air hits right now? It hits, like, around this area, right?
Yeah.
Right, so we are just trying to get the hell away, we are trying to just get the hell away from that, because we can fast fall before she can.
Mm-hmm.
So then if she attacks us, then she's going to, have to L cancel because we nicked her out of her float. So, like, we're trying to get here, and then we're trying to move out of the way upon landing. So we land here, and then we, like, dash this way or something. Does this make sense?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Are you, like, visualizing it?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, cool.
I'm taking it, so.
Makes sense. The other thing you could do is, depending on how early you beat her to this, dash is not the only option you have to go for. You have in your arsenal, though. You could potentially just up tilt here. Like fast fall land, up tilt. Your up tilt hits on 4. It's really, really good here. But the key here is we are trying to beat her to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and if she's chasing me, right, with this this bear, she's gonna be DIing in.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of nice. Okay.
Yeah, because like look at this. Like if you had fast fallen, you're clearly gonna get there first.
Yeah.
Like you absolutely had enough time. Like you absolutely had enough time to get there first. Like here, let's see this. 1, 2. So let's count this. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because like the thing is, you double jump before you get to the ground.
Yeah. I did try to do this double jump there. Yeah.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying here is like there's no need. Like if you're gonna, so
There's no need. Yeah.
it's not even that. It's just that like it's the double jump bear. Like it doesn't. Like what is the bear trying? What are you trying to accomplish with the bear? Like what do you think the bear's job is?
Like had it connected.
Yeah.
Well, on DIN, it's going to be a soccer right angle, so it should go out of range anyway. What I'm probably trying to do is try to get like multiple hits and at least do some damage. So maybe I can get a second bear or bear up tilt. It's also going to ideally give me more stage control. So if she lands on plat, she probably won't knock down at this percent, but it's just like kind of pushing her to the edge. That's
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So let's map this out. So Peach was floating. So like she was floating. We full hop fair her. We full hop fair, and then and then she's like, and then this hits, and then we fall. So then we fall, and then she falls. No, actually, we'll clarify that it's just the first two hits. Hits 1 to 2. So then we fall, and then she falls. And then we're gonna say we like fast, and then this is where we are here. So like we're basically at step. This is step 3. We'll call. So 1, 2, 3. So this is where we are. And then what we're gonna say here is, what we do is double jump bear. But this gets us hit. So what we're gonna say we do instead is, between our options here, what do you think makes the most sense? We've got up tilt.
Into up tilt. Maybe even a pivot up tilt because it's weak, so I can get a second hit maybe easily.
We're so greedy. Like, that's just up tilt. Fastball up tilt. Like, I don't want to hurt your dreams, but like at the same time, like, we're talking about pivoting. Can you pivot up tilt on command right now?
Yes.
Oh, you can? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Fastball.
Especially out of a wave dash or a fall. Yeah.
Okay, fastball up tilt or pivot up tilt. Damn, I did not know that we had these on deck. That's actually super That's actually super rad. Hell yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what the pivot necessarily adds to it here. I actually think that it kind of like backfires because it like, unless you're like pivoting away from her and like doing like, because we want the up tilt on this side of us, right?
Yeah. So the inspiration, basically, you want to hit with a weak up tilt, right? So that she can't really, you get like more hits. That's basically the idea. You don't really need to do that. It'll do slightly less damage, less knockback, but you could go for like 2 up tilts that are weak, and then maybe follow with a fair. Floaties are weird because like DI away hurts combos, but that's just all I'm thinking. It's just greed.
I'm gonna
a
say
regular up tilt will also work.
Yeah, I would say like I'm gonna say like I'm gonna say let's just do a normal up tilt because I don't want us to lose this combo, like because like I feel like not getting like the strong hit up tilt is likely to like connect with like another move. And I really don't want us to like give her I don't really want her to like I don't want us to lose this combo under any circumstances, because like it's good. Now here's the thing. You're saying you can't get in on her turnips, right?
Yeah, I mean, so for me, I should be power shielding like more of these, in my view, right? And this is like a 9 a.m. game, so I have to forgive myself. But normally I power shield more turnips, even grab them out of down tilt. It's pretty easy. Out of crouch. Like here, I can just down tilt, and then either I grab the turnip, or if I'm early, it just clanks and I don't worry about it. So I get this power shield, cool, but I think I only got like 4. And so for me, it's just like, it was a 9 a.m. game, it's whatever.
My bigger concern is not actually the power shield. I actually think the power shield is a good play here. My bigger concern is that we're not doing anything with that power shield. So what I mean by that is like, so we're about to power shield this turnip, right? In fact, we will capture the power shield frame. So like, out of this power shield, what do you do with it?
Yeah, so this is something Vu pointed out to me as well, is that I actually don't use my power shields efficiently. right? So their suggestion is I need plans. So yeah, please help. So one of their suggestions, and they're correct, is like having plans on what to do out of Power Shield. Normally, if it's like a scrap situation, I'll go for like a bear or something. It doesn't always work. Say like a shine. I might Power Shield the first move and then get shined out of it. So I need to like think about how to use Power Shields better. But like this, maybe ideally, it's like Power Shield, Wave Dash, and F Tilt.
Yeah! I love that! Why aren't we doing that? Like,
is that a bad idea?
I love that idea. I think that this idea makes a ton of sense. Like, so what we are like, think about it this way. So the turnip is gonna fly back at her, and it's gonna fly back at roughly this angle, right?
Yeah.
So it is guarding the space you want to wave dash into.
Yeah.
So like we are absolutely free to claim this space as our little as little Kirby because we have earned it. We have we have something protecting us. I'd probably personally down tilt here because I want to shove her. I want to nudge her just slightly outside of our space, so that we can like maybe provoke her to down smash and then like have her miss and then punish her.
Yeah. But
like I think that wave dashing forward out of this into something is perfectly reasonable.
Yeah. I think so. Something I don't know how to work on this, right? The thing with the Power Shield is like I never know if I'm really gonna get it. I just get a lot of them, and so there's like oh my gosh.
So like this kind of contradicts your like statement because like you got it, you did something with it, you're just moving away. I think that the disconnect here is like you're worried like what is she gonna do? But like I think the big thing here is the recognition that the turnip is protecting you.
Yeah.
So like we don't have to be so worried about that because like this is the step we're on. This is what we do, and what we're gonna do instead is like instead of this, wave dash forward, wave dash in down tilt, in wave dash in attack.
Yeah. I think I'm still learning how to think about Power Shields as part of this option select. It's just not. It's almost intuitive, but yeah, next time I have to think about this more. Yeah.
I don't think you have to think about this more. I think that this is like I think that this just makes sense. This one here is just, and this one here, I'm gonna chalk this one up to 9 a.m. But come on, like we know what to do here.
Yeah, I know. It's 9 a.m. Okay.
Like we had all the time in the world. We had all the time in the world here.
I'm too slow. See that? So there, I did go for this probably a bear. I'm just too slow.
Yeah, like we just wasted like 9 frames of our stun against Peach. Like we can't do that. We know we can't not waste 9 against Peach. Like that's just like that's crazy. You got that one. That was good. Nice. Oh no! Why did we jump? Okay, so what I love about this was amazing. Like actually, one thing I'd suggest. I find it is easier to fast fall instantly out of just by running off the platform because you can just do a quarter circle motion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like that's a teensy tiny thing. So like I would say like when leaving the platform, like we'll flag that because that's like a small efficiency things really do help. Like this is not like. Yeah, so like here, especially since you did a good job of like landing on this platform at the very edge with your like up B, like I want you to get more value out of that. So this is like a minor thing, but like I'm pretty sure you can fast fall sooner because you're skipping the fall you're skipping the fall through anyway. So it's like just flagging that like here we'll make the field very small.
Yeah, right, because it's basically the second you go off the plat, the next frame.
Yeah.
The velocity is negative. Yeah.
Yeah, run off fast fall.
Yeah.
Is quicker.
Yeah, not an option I've really thought about, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Actually.
I mean, heck, if you want, we can race 2 Kirbys on the platform, but like I think or you can trust me. You could. I'm good either way. Okay.
The math is clear. I just have never thought about this option. Yeah.
Right. So then the other thing here is like. We have this amazing position. In spite of like the speed, like I think we are slightly too late, like with how we'd set this up. But if we had Kirby even slightly closer, like if Kirby was like, let's say we fast fell and we're able to get Kirby here, because of that extra like time, right? To me, this is an amazing position versus a Peach like this because we have the ability to like walk forward and forward tilt her, or we can like walk forward and like aim a down tilt here.
Yeah.
and just like nudge her out of these positions as she's falling towards. The big thing with characters when they're in free fall in this kind of location is you want to like nudge them outside of like Kirby's like outside of the range where they can grab the edge by falling, because that's how you force them to up B. So we want to just like protect this area very carefully in general. Yeah. Because this is why I wouldn't like. But what you do is you kind of back off here, and like you see like there was an opportunity here probably to like walk forward and tilt her, but we missed out on that because we like
I'm
because
overthinking it. I'm
yeah
thinking they're gonna jump back to Plat or something.
How is Peach going to jump back to Plat? She doesn't have a double jump. Like she doesn't have a proper double jump.
I mean, you're not wrong. I know.
Okay, so it's not that we're overthinking it. It's just there's an awareness. There's like you're thinking, and there's an option here that she doesn't have.
Yeah.
Like if this was Sheik,
that's why I'm going to Plat. Yeah.
Right? Like if this was Sheik, this would make sense. Like if this was Sheik, this would make some amount of sense because yeah, like Sheik could totally double jump up here, but then Sheik wouldn't have been able to like fly up here either, like earlier. So yeah, so this is just like you think she can like double jump somewhere. Also, I think she used it there.
Yeah. I see that now on the replay.
Yeah, so we just lost track of what recovery options she has. This whole thing here then is like a really critical thing versus floaties. Like keeping track of their recovery resources, like that's huge. So like right now,
oh my gosh, should have been next match or Bear or Nito.
I like Bear here. I really like Bear here because she's like because of like how she's falling.
Yeah. So I overthink edge guarding Peach, and I think that's just her, right? I'm misreading the options. I'm like this is not a Bear because I think if I Bear, she'll like go above me or something and like pass me. Mm-hmm. Which is why I'm sort of walking the other way. Yeah.
But it's so obvious. But like it's clearly a Bear.
This should be a Bear. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like let's flag this. It's like this back air. Like we don't need to make this complicated, but like Bear.
Nope. Yeah.
Like and the thing is like you had an opportunity like you could Bear like there's 3 ways you can Bear here in my opinion. Like there's one opportunity here when she like kind of like falls when she's like when you're falling through the platform to this spot because she's like dropping her thing. So you could do a Bear here, and kick her while like with your range here. The other spot where it makes sense to Bear as well, like if we'll use a different color to kind of notice, is like where you are right now, because you could like full hop or short hop you could like short hop or full hop to the platform, like either of them is fine, and you could like Bear in the same spot basically, just on your way up, like this would also work. Yeah, and you could also like, honestly, really, it's really just the 2. You could like, because this could be short hop or full hop, but like short hop or full hop.
Maybe there is an up tilt, and then she's drifting in, so an up tilt into like an up air or something.
You're not gonna get an up air after this. She's at 85.
Okay, I mean up tilt, double jump, waveland. Okay, fine.
Yeah, no, like maybe like if she was Marth or something, sure. But like if she was a character that isn't Peach, like that isn't like super incredible. Like if she was Sheik, or like anyone who falls quicker than like. If she's anyone who falls Sheik or quicker, I could see like so Roy, Donkey Kong, Ganon, like I could totally see that. But like this is Peach, come on.
Okay.
Yeah. If that was an up smash, that would have been godlike.
I know.
That would have been actually so sick, but.
I'm up smashing a shotgun.
I will say that you have like yeah, see like you like that's so good.
And I did the wave dash in, right? Yeah, but what did I do? A jab out of it? Yeah. The jab I honestly don't hate. I want to grab her here. Jab grab?
Yeah, jab into dash JC grab. Because I want to make her get rid of the turnip, and I feel like pummeling her, like there's like pummeling her, and then maybe like throwing her with like down throw or like up throw or something. I feel like that gives us like decent odds of like making her drop it.
Yeah.
Because I really just want to get rid of the Stitch face. The thing that really stands out to me though is that like then you like roll it forward. Like, what are we doing here? Like, why are we doing this? Because like I'm genuinely asking. So like she jumps above you, throws the turnip like forward, And then, like, to me, you're already you're in a really safe spot. Like, why are we rolling out of here?
It's 9 a.m. I'm going for some ridiculous rolling up tilt, which doesn't need to happen. No.
Yeah, like, so if we could play this, if we could play this situation back, because, like, I think that this situation is a pretty standard fighting position in this matchup. So, like, Peach is just throwing the turnip here. Like, we know the turnip does nothing. We're not worried about it. What is Kirby doing? Like, what do we want Kirby doing?
This should be an up air, or I mean, tracking her DI. This should be an up air, maybe a reverse hit back air.
These are really aggressive options, and I'm not saying that they're wrong, but I'm saying that, like, this is a very ambitious play for someone who just wave dashed back. What do you think? Yeah. Like, what do you think if we just, like, instead of shielding here, knowing that we're safe, what if we just turned around and, like, and then put our back to Peach?
Yeah, that works too.
Because it's really safe. Like, it's really safe. Like, we're not going to get hit for this. She can't really come in on us, right? So which means that we now have the flexibility to go up with our back air if we want to.
Yeah.
So, like, we can actually box her here.
Yeah, so you're saying like a full hop, so turn around, full hop there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or full hop, like, we don't even have to necessarily go for the bear, but, like, the idea here is that, like, from this position, we know that she has to back up if she wants to, like, we can kind of, like, test whether or not she wants to take the platform or not. So our back air can be, like, valuable for making her, like, make a decision in that respect. And I think that, like, that's really what we're looking for here.
Yeah.
Because, like...
No. Or, like, even, like, an instant double jump turn or something.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I really like the instant double jump turn bear, actually. So let me just, like... Because, like, Peach has basically just done this. Just done this, right? So, like... And, like, I'm not sure what exactly she's doing yet, but, like, what I can be sure about is, like, this is, like, a good... Like, if we're facing, like, this is a good way to, like, box her out of that spot.
Yeah.
So you're saying, like, if you're... Yeah, like... Oh, I like that. Yeah, because it gives you, it gives you another way of, like, doing this.
Mm-hmm.
You could also, like, short hop do it. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I like the rising back air just because, like, I want to, like, get her before, I want to protect the platform from her.
Yeah. Ooh.
I thought you would.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like, double back air her.
Oh my god, you can get an up tilt! I mean, Peach was at 100%. But... Ooh, okay.
I know, fancy, fancy. But yeah, like, the point is, like, there's clearly something there. Yeah. So that's good. Let's go back. So let's go back to that because we had. So yeah, it was like around here, I think, because she was at a pretty substantial percent. Like it was when she was at 109. That's good though, because I think that I think what you're trying to do here is you're trying to, like, find a way to, like, you're trying to do too many things in a way. I feel like. Yeah. You're trying to, like, because you want to call out this, and I do get that, like, I do like the up air because it kills her if you get it. So, like, on that regard, I do think it's a good play. If it's not back air, I think it's up air. But, yeah, I feel like we're trying to, like, push in with our shield a lot against a character who's, like, notoriously good against shields.
Yeah. I don't know what to do about that. When I get hit by this deer, I don't know if there's a way I should SDI or anything. It's like a death sentence at any percent. It feels like. I think it's a me thing. I'm like, oh, I can go lower and just sweet spot the ledge. I don't know.
You had good DI on it. It's just she drifted back to, like, punish you, to, like, counter it. Like, what you did was good. Like, you got through her, but then so that normally she'd have to hit you this way, but then she, like, drifted that way to, like, get you. The other thing that makes a lot of sense to me here is just SDI down. Just do not let her, like, suck you in with the multi-hit.
So, oh, okay. So, like, hold down on left stick and C stick? Maybe
Yeah,
win
so
this.
like, so here, watch how you're smash DIing, right? So like, you're going like up and towards, you're going up and a little bit to the left.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying here is like, the two things that make sense to me, there's like there are three things that make sense versus this dare to me. And I'll just kind of like draw the end position so you can kind of see what I'm getting at. So they work, your mileage on each of them will vary, but I'd say here, and here are all good. Because like this one, the goal is we're trying to dodge the nair. Because like if we think about where Peach's hits, like Peach's like hitboxes are on her person, they're like they're kind of like here. Like she has her arms here, sorta, and then she has like this is kind of like a hitbox on her body when she nairs, and then she has her back ear, which is here. Like then she's got her up ear here, but it's slower and it's only out for a bit, so it's like not quite as good. So the idea with this one is like avoid nair.
Okay.
Now the other one with the idea with this one is get reverse hit, like or get hit across.
Mm-hmm.
And then with this one, it's avoid nair. Avoid nair and up air. Now, you are still having to recover from this position, which is why it's like a little dicey sometimes, but that is the logic with it.
Yeah, I mean, at least with that one, yeah, that's fine. I'll try that next time.
Yeah, I know we're at time, but don't worry about it. I'm going to show you something, like, because I feel like this is a thing that we can actually borrow from other characters. So let me, like, pull up Wizrobe versus Aura for a second, because I want you to. I'm pretty sure I saw Wizrobe survive a bunch of edge guards against him. So, like, let's look at their set. Let's look at this game here. Their game 4. So Wizrobe does his cutscene combo. Okay. So like there, so where do we have down air edge guard? Maybe Aura doesn't do down air edge guard versus him. God, he just doesn't get hit that whole game. Jesus Christ. Machine. Okay, I know he gets hits here. I know he hits him here at some point. So let's see what we got going on. Okay, so he is doing down air edge guard. Good. Yeah, it's surprised like that. It's crazy because I could have sworn that something that he did versus him, but like maybe not, maybe not. The idea here though is like a lot of times, actually, who would be doing it? Armada. So where's their GTX set? Where's their GTX set? I know that they've done that GTX. There we go.
Do you look over these kinds of sets often?
This is just one of my favorite. This is just one of my favorite sets of all time.
Okay.
I love this set because, honestly, like I feel like Captain Falcon is like, Captain Falcon used to be like the Peach, like one of Peach's like really bad matchups in my opinion. Not like super bad, but like it was definitely something that like I feel like Falcon did not win very Peach did not win very often at high level. So it was always really impressive seeing Armada do it, like seeing Armada work. In spite of that, I think that Wizrobe like handled like the recovery in this matchup like pretty well. Like with his Wizrobe's defense is very good. The thing is like he takes so slow. Okay, here we go. Because I know that Armadas definitely still did the down air edge guard, but like there's a lot of smash DI options that you have available versus it. You know, versus his versus the down air edge guard in general. I feel like that's still what Wizrobe does in a lot of the times today.
These bears?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're just good. I don't know, it's just solid. Okay, here we go. We got an edge guard coming. So we have this. Okay, it's just an error. Damn it. Alright, I'm a liar, but I will find if I see one, I will point it out to you, because it is like there is some stuff that, like, that I think that is valuable in terms of like just what we can do about like that edge guard in general. Because it is like one of those things that like knowing how to beat it is useful. But it pretty much boils down to we're just trying to like we have to make a decision about like where we're trying whether we're getting hit by it or not, and if we are, like where is it hitting us? Like if we're getting hit by the by the finisher or not, and if so, if we are getting hit by the finisher, like how is it hitting us? Because the thing is, like, we don't have to DI into like the final hit, which is close to her body. We can just like kind of like stubbornly stay below it. And I think that, like, a lot of times as floaties, or characters with limited recoveries, it is better to just stubbornly stay below it, but, yeah. Yeah. With that said, though, I'm not going to dwell on that any longer. What's something you want to flag for today's takeaways? Like, what's something that you learned today that you think is important?
I need to get the new Uncle Punch to practice the wave dash under laser. To contest Falco at mid-range, that's a big one. I
can link you that.
Yeah, if it's not a hassle, I'd really appreciate it, but no pressure.
I mean, it's literally just in the Nescord resources. Let me grab that for you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Thank you.
No problem.
Let me think. Other than that, another major flag. This up B, right? So I think when you pointed out Falco's like dare threat range and like staying out of his sort of cone, that has like stuck with me, and now I see the cone. Now there are some Falcos who will do these crazy low double jump, shine, side B. Okay, that's annoying, but that's fine. The cone works. And now a new one is going to be tracking these like lines of Peach's up B to recovery. That's going to be helpful. Something I don't think about people's resources often, maybe versus Ganondorf because of his double jump. And so that's helpful, but like thinking about like floaty resources, yeah, I don't think about that. Good flag. Hitting Peach out of her float, gonna have to like pay more attention to that. Those are the main three.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's like more stuff, but those are the big three.
Yeah. So like in this case, Peach float plus double jump, Marth jump plus hover side B, Puff jumps, etc. So I think that those are things like just being aware of like that these are like finite resources that like dictate like what moves are going to be good. The other thing I think that I'm hoping that we, in terms of like practical improvements, I'm going to say that power shield into wave dash forward. Into wave dash forward as a way to claim space versus when using power shields to contest projectile camping. Because I think that is a big one, and like if Vu is also pointing that one out, I think that's like a pretty critical one for me. And I think the other one is just like the idea of like tapping Peach, tapping Peach out of her float and beating her to the ground, or making her fall on an aerial, her fall onto a hitbox. Like, we didn't cover it here, but another move that I think would have made a lot of sense after that full hop fair was just falling back air. Because
which way? Full hop fair. Oh, and we talked about the fast fall.
Yeah.
You're saying do a falling back air? Yeah, that would totally work.
And you don't have to fast fall the back air, you just slow fall it. And then the idea here is that she just kind of like falls onto it because she has to. Like, her double jump isn't good for, like, her double jump dips her down. So we kind of like in that play we're kind of banking on the fact that she has to stay close to it. Like, she's obligated to like fall with us. So then if we already have our move out, then we're cooking.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So then, like, from there, it's just like the last one I want to say is like it's the penultimate diagram. No, penultimate diagram. And it's just like we roll into up, like Kirby rolls into up, rolls into up tilt in response to Peach in this position. But we can see this is a really good spot to set up Bear against her. against her, or call out her double jump float, her float or double jump float with Uer because of her percent. And I think I would say just try to spot when you're tunnel visioning on a combo move. No, when you're tunnel visioning on a particular move. And what look for moves that have try to spot when you're tunnel visioning on a particular move, because because there were really powerful plays left on the table there, here, and yeah, I think we're just kind of missing out on them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because it's like, I feel like this is